Welcome to my cucumber farm, part 2, episode 2. My name remains Adashan Lalani, the Chief Executive Director of rainsagroservice, and I have with me also here the Managing Director as well, the Farm Director, Drojaya Fis is the one behind the back camera. This is the episode 2. For those of you who have not watched the episode 1, kindly check the link below to really watch the episode 1, which is really detailing about the nutritional value of vegetables and what you need to know about the nutrition of cucumber as well. But today, the episode 2, as you can see, this is our farmland where we'll be using, and will be telling us how to the land preparation. You can see how the beds are made. So the beds are made this way in a straight line, so not on ridges but on bed, for you to have good yield. And also don't forget to always use drip line. That is the safest way, because the kind of ecosystem we are operating now is not favorable. So we need to be at alert at all time. We have done the previous one we did, because we didn't use the drip irrigation. It really affected our yield. So you have to make sure you use your drip irrigation. But today we'll be telling us the planting aspect of the cucumber. Come with me here. We have in our first item, as you can see, this is a decomposed poultry manure. You can see it in my hand. So there are some people call it a cured manure, some people call it a decomposed manure. So this is for poultry, but if you can get for rabbits, the rabbit one is the best. Just make sure you dilute it very well. If you are using rabbit, you can just mix it with warm water just to reduce the rate of nitrogen and all that. So you need to cure it, sorry. And this is poultry manure. Some people will call it a decomposed one, as I said earlier. Some people will call it a cured poultry manure. So the reason why you can see it's being called that way is because we need to make sure that the bacteria, the worms and all that inside it are dead before we can actually use them. So most of them are kept. Some, if you can get a poultry manure that have been stuck in a place for about 1 year, 2 years, some people will say 6 months, sorry. So but just make sure it is decomposed. Even if you smell it, it doesn't even have any odor, so it's odorless. So you can see no worms, no anything moving around, so it's just fresh. It's decomposed. The reason why it is wet is because where we have them, they are placed on the farm, so water, the rain and all that has really penetrated into it. So you can see, but if you don't use fresh one, if you use it, it's going to the heat, when you put them in the soil, there will be a generation of heat which will really kill your seed. So you can see it's already cured. You can see. So we have our spacing. Though this drip is about 50 to 60 centimeter spacing. So if you are using your own, for the best one for vegetable or cucumber is 30 centimeter spacing. But we are just improvising, because this one we are using is about 0.04 millimeter thickness, very thick, which is very scarce. But this is the best. Can save you for up to 10 years if you can utilize it very well and maintain it very well. You can see us. This is the first one. You can see. So a handful, I put it there. I take the second. You can see an handful. I put it there. You see. I take the third one, I put it there. The fourth one, I put it there. The fifth one, you can see. Let's see, let me add a little bit to this. So as you can see, this is we've applied our poultry manure. It's a cured poultry manure or a decomposed poultry manure. You can see it's now ready. You can see this is the nipple. of our drip line. You can see the drip. So we are placing them directly towards the nipple, and you can see the height. It's just about 1 to 2 inch. You can see not too deep, because you can do it deep, but just don't make it deep, because the most important thing is that when you are planting your seed, or you are sowing your seed, it must not be deep. So you can see we've given it a good starter. Another thing we have here is, I just take a sample, a little bit of it. There you can see this is what we call SSP. It's called single superphosphate. So it contains phosphorus. For those of you who listen to our first episode of the part 2, you can see we mentioned about phosphorus. It helps in root formation, and so it makes your plant look healthier from the first stage. So, and it gives it good roots. You can see this is superphosphate. It's always in 25 or 50 kg bag. You can see you have different type. We have from Tag Agric. We have different name and type. So you can see this is the one. So we had a quite number of it, a bag. So we just had to take small for this and training. So this is the measurement. We take a Coke cap. You can see a bottle cap. Sometimes, because we are already used to it, we can use our hand to measure. You can use a spoon as well to measure, but the spoon must not be too full. You can see. You see? So we place it directly at the middle of what we plant. Then we take the second. You can see. So we've added our SSP, which is called single superphosphate. So now we have a very good basal application before we sow our seed. Then we need to do this. So we add sand. The sand we put out a little bit to cover. The reason we need to cover it is just that, because if we sow our seed directly, the root continue to goes down. So, but now if we sow our seed somewhere here, then the root will go down into this manure and begin to pick nutrients. So we cover lightly. You cover. You can see. You cover. So, but the only challenge you have is just that whenever you are doing, you have, if you did it like this, but the following morning, if you are coming by, you might not easily get the exact location. So it's always advisable you do little what you can sow the same day. You can also plant the same day. So that for you to be able to know where you have really made your hole or something. But you can do it the second day, you can do it the third day. So you can see we have something like this. So you have to cover. You have to cover. You can see. Then take out your seed. You see, though we are not here to advertise seed, we are not here to promote any seed, but I'll just give you some list of hybrid cucumber. Though we plant hybrid here, so we have Morano, we have Darina, we have Gringo, we have Mona Lisa, we have Gerard, we have Tokyo. So, but today we are currently using Gerard. So, but I can talk more of Tokyo and Darina. They are very, very good, and Gringo. So the reason for this variety is just that every one of them has their own importance and their own products. So for the Gringo, the product is always very, very dark green, understand? But for Gerard, it's not that too dark, but the fruits are always big. The fruits are always big. So, but your market will determine the kind of variety you want to plant, and the cost of input as now has really increased. So we'll be doing our planting. So I will taking small quantity out of it. So this is our Gerard seed. You can see this is an hybrid seed. It's called Gerard hybrid cucumber. Variety is Midway. So all the way from US, if I'm right. Yes, made in USA. So it's a made in US product. You can see, always check the expiring dates. You can see this one is 2023. and the purity, the germination rate, the intact, and the weight is 50 gram. So this 50 gram can cover up to a plot, even more than a plot. So you can cover a plot if you are planting 1 per O. So we sow our seed. You see, 1 seed per O. So you place your seed. You can see the way I place my seed. You can see the way I place my seed. So you place your seed. So then you cover gently. Then you cover it gently, not too much. You can see. Then we come to the second one. You make just a small hole. So look at it. You have made your hole. Then you add 1 seed. Then you cover gently. So it must not be too deep, because if it is too deep, your seed will not germinate. So it will germinate inside, but will die. So you won't see it up. So we had this. You can see just at the top of my finger. Can you see? Just at the tip of my finger. You can see. You sow your seed, then you cover. You come again. Look at me. The tip of my hand. Sorry, I have something there. So the tip of my finger, and I sow, and I cover gently. The tip of my finger, I sow, and I cover. So the tip of my finger, I sow, and I cover. So in the next maximum of 5 days, you should start sprouting. You start seeing them out. So immediately you have finished doing this, then you on our pump. Then we wait just slightly, because we want to make the environment very cool, at least a bit wet. So just drop some drop of water into it, just to maintain that humidity. But if you have consistent, or maybe before you plant you have rain of about maybe rain fell today, fell tomorrow, then you plant the 3rd day, you know the soil is already saturated with water. So but the reason why we do it like this, we'll be adding water, is because we haven't had rain since the past 2 or 3 days from here now. So that is why we'll be adding a little bit of, we'll be wetting our drip. Assuming we have water in the tank, I would have demonstrated this to us, but so far so good. If you watch the first episode, you see how the drip system work. Is vertically there, how the drip system work. So in a couple of 5 days, we'll start expecting germination. Then in the next today's date is what's today's date? 8. Is it 12? Yeah, 12. Today is 12. So in the next 43 days, we should be expecting our first harvest. So that is the beauty of cucumber. So before I would like to round up here, but don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Subscription is very important for you to get more updates about what we do. But if you need land, you want to buy land, reach out to us at Agro Integrated Service. The contact will be displayed below. For those of you who want to lease, you can also contact us. You want to set up your farm, you can see over there you have plantain farm. You can see plantain. So this is just less than it's not up to 2 months. It's not up to 2 months. You can see how good they are doing. So if you want to set up your plantain farm, palm tree farm, cashew farm, and also pineapple. Now we are setting up pineapple farm for trusted clients, and we are ready to buy back. We'll be signing an agreement of taking for you. Though it's a bit expensive setting up pineapple farm, but you can also contact us to know more about it. Don't forget that also we do farm setup. It does not matter what location you are. You can set up your farm from, even if you're outside the country. We just finished setting up a plantain farm recently, and the buyer, we are the one who do the land purchase, the signing of agreements, the farm setup to under not up to 2 months, 1.5 months. We've done everything on 2 acres. So you are not outside the country, you want us, we'll give you time, we'll give you what we do, then we'll set up. It does not matter where you are in the country. Maybe you're outside the country and you want to have something investment going on in Nigeria, you can as well reach out to us at Agro Integrated Agro Service. You can reach out to us. Our contact is displayed below. You have any challenges on any crop, you can also reach out, especially cucumber. We also set up castor farm. If you want castor, you can also use castor as a boundary around your farm. You want us to consult for you as well, you can also reach out to us. We also sell farm inputs. If you want to buy your farm inputs, your cucumber seed, your fertilizers, your chemicals, you can also reach out to us as well. We are open for partnership. If you want to reach out to us on partnership, we are also ready for you. You need a business plan, you can also reach out to us on boiler, on layers, on cucumber, whatever business plan you need, and also on business registration as well. You can also reach out to us. Thank you for staying in tune with us. We'll see you next week at the same time on our cucumber farm, and that will be episode 3. Likewise, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. It will not bite you. It will not take you a minute, just a few seconds to press the subscription button. Press it and make sure you turn on the notification button for you to get all our latest videos. See you. Thank you. Our farm manager is also saying a very big thank you to you for staying with us. See you next week. Bye bye.